Well, Matt, firstly, I think we want to update people on the John Barden situation. Saw him carried off on Tuesday night. What's the latest on his condition?
Yeah, as we feared, a very nasty leg break, both tibia and fibula. So he got taken to Stevenage Hospital. So, like I said after the game, I thank Stevenage's medical staff for their quick and superb response to John's injury. He got taken to a local hospital in Stevenage. He's still there now. I'm just waiting for confirmation. I messaged him. I spoke to him again this morning. He's had an operation yesterday, the first one. He's now looking to get moved to a London hospital and having another operation in the next coming days, I believe. And I don't think that'll be his last one either. I think he's been told he's got to have probably 3 or 4 procedures in the next coming weeks, couple of weeks. So unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be out of hospital too soon. But a horrific injury, one you wouldn't wish on anybody. John's someone who I brought to the club even before I was manager, when I was coaching for those few months. But what a great character, a great lad, and a superb attitude. And if anyone's going to be able to deal with this traumatic incident, it's going to be him, because he's such a strong character. And I've had messages from supporters and the board of directors and all the players, and I've been in contact with them as well. But we certainly wish John all the best and the speedy recovery, and hope that these operations go well in the coming weeks.
And it must have had an effect on all the players as well afterwards. Have they been the rest of this week?
Yeah, it's going to, because we're such a tight-knit group. We've got such a good team spirit, and John was a huge part of that as well. He's a real good character in the dressing room, and the lads obviously really feel for him at this time. So it's going to take a toll, and it certainly affected us after the game, and even our physio. I must thank Bobby Charles and Ben Ginn, who dealt with the incident superbly, not just from Stevenage's point of view and their doctor and whatever else, but Ben and Bobby were outstanding as well, and obviously up to the hospital. I then got dropped off at my car, which was nearby, and I drove back up to the hospital to see John, where his father was there as well. So no, credit to Bobby and Ben as well, who were brilliant.
It's one of those things, you sort of take them for granted, don't you, physios, when they run on the pitch and everything, but every so often there's an injury, and it obviously affects them as well as the player that's involved.
Yeah, exactly. It's some of the players who witnessed it nearby as well. So yeah, a traumatic experience for many people, but he's with the right people now. He's in safe hands, and we just wish him well with his coming operations. And
you've had a chance to look back at the game at Stevenage. What are your views on it?
Yeah, I felt a disappointing goal to concede from a free kick. Not really us. We're normally strong and dominant from balls coming into our box. We just didn't deal with that one. But apart from that, I thought we were. I wouldn't say a miles better team first half, but I certainly felt we were edging it, and I thought we were reasonably comfortable with our general play, other than that free kick coming into our box. But second half, the goal after 2 minutes really knocks the stuffing out of us. And then I thought they were very strong, Stevenage, and one of the best sides that we've played for a long while. And
that's following on from the Salford defeat and the Gillingham defeat, brings us into the Tranmere game next Saturday. We haven't lost, sort of under your management, we haven't lost 3 games in a row that often in the league.
No. Probably
not back until the days of October and November when you first joined.
First took over, yeah.
Home to Tranmere tomorrow. Obviously, it's an important game to try and get back. You want the run to end as soon as possible.
Of course, and like you say, it's not. We just don't win leagues and end up at Wembley all the time, Tony. There's other times that you do go through little spells where little storms that you just got to weather and roll your sleeves up and get through them. And to lose 3 on the bounce, to play so well against Salford for 70 minutes and be so dominant, and to lose that game was really hard to take. A poor, scrappy 0-0 written all over it at Gillingham, and we've fortunately come out on the wrong side of it. And then Tuesday night. So yeah, before you know it, in the space of 10 days, you're on that little run. But we're back at home. We've been really strong at home, and we'll be looking forward to getting back at home tomorrow. And as you say, just the little run of results, plus where we are with a few injuries as well. And Harry Beaton, we're just waiting for his operation date one day next week. So we're a little bit light at the moment, but as I say, we've assembled a good squad, and they're looking forward to tomorrow's game and being back at home.
Tranmere in good form at the moment as well, moved above us into the top half of the table. We did well against them, 4 points last season in the games. What are you expecting tomorrow from them?
Yeah, a tight game, a tough game, like they all are. Didn't get off to the best of starts, Tranmere, but they've won 3 1-0s in a row. So it shows us thin dividing lines between games, but they're on a good run. They're full of confidence, and it'll be a really tough game for us.
And you just touched on the injuries. Obviously, John adding to the long-term injuries of Ben and Ali Smith. Some of the shorter-term players who've been out. Will Randall missed Tuesday, and other players who've been out recently. What's the chances of them being able to feature tomorrow?
Yeah, a few. Sam Hart's back in training. Will's trained last couple of days. As has Tope as well. So got hopefully a few more bodies back into the squad.
And hoping in front of the crowd, get a decent crowd in tomorrow and get right behind the team, because it's all fine being behind the team when they're doing well, but it's after 3 defeats on the trot, that's when you really need the backing and really need the supporters to get behind the players.
Yeah, listen, I don't get a bit of a cliche, but you don't get too high, don't get too low, and I'm certainly not one like that. So it's been an unbelievable couple of years, and all we've done is riding the crest of the wave, and suddenly we've picked up a few injuries to a few key players. And then we've just gone and lost 3 on the bounce. So we must stay positive, stick together, as I know we will. It goes without saying. This, the supporters and the club. That's what makes us so unique and so special, that we are all in it together. So we'll be preparing and working hard as ever, just to roll our sleeves up and get a result tomorrow.
Brilliant. Thanks, Matt. We wish you well, and we'll see you after the game tomorrow.
Brilliant. Cheers, Danny. Thank you.